talk about the mobile game Vainglory, featuring the smooth console quality graphics of the Vulkan API technology. He is COO and Executive Director of Super Evil Megacorp. Christian, good to see you. How's everything? And
great.
Flash X. Nice to meet you, man. Great to have you both here. Now, Vainglory has really been blowing up as sort of one of the first games, I think, that has a really amazing sort of mobile esports community around it. And today, we're going to talk a bit about the game, but also talk about how amazing it looks with the Vulkan API. I mean, you know, we've been looking at this stuff all day today, and I mean, it really is console quality stuff on a phone. Christian, I know this was a big bet for you to start this company, build a console quality game. You were at EA for many years. For people that may not be familiar with Vainglory, because you know they maybe not play a lot on mobile, tell us what's your vision for this game?
Well, Vainglory is a team-based multiplayer game. So it's a MOBA perfected for touchscreens. Really what we went out to do was to create for the touchscreen generation the kind of experiences that we grew up with on PCs. It's sort of a crying shame that you have these literally billions of people growing up with touchscreens as their primary gaming platform who just don't have access to the kind of long-form, real-time multiplayer gaming that we used to. So that's the experience that we're building out with Vainglory. And we've been super excited about just how quickly it's grown to date. Yeah, no, and people are obviously streaming, playing, and you know, TSM, other teams, I mean, everyone's in there playing it as an esport. Tell me, I mean, you know, I think people, you know, it's unnatural to think of like esports on a phone, but then it's like, why not, as you said, because so many people have these devices. What has the community been like, you know, in terms of the competitive scene around Vainglory?
It's definitely been growing ever since I've been there from the start. As a long-time MOBA player, the first time I saw Vainglory, I thought it was just an absolutely spectacular game that the MOBA genre was coming to touchscreen devices, and it's definitely at the highest level of competition that it's been at.
Yeah, no, it's really incredible what everyone has sort of put together, you know, with this game. Now, let's talk a bit about, you know, the partnership with Samsung and the Vulkan API and what you guys have been able to do visually with this game. How different is it when you guys are really tapping into Vulkan?
Well, it's amazing. Vulkan delivers about a 30% performance increase on the hardware compared to OpenGL. And I mean, that's a big deal. Like mostly on PCs, we're used to talking about performance. We're not really used to talking about that on mobile devices. But with games like Vainglory, it really matters. It matters both for your input latency, if you like, the feel of the game. It matters obviously for the graphics themselves. And also it matters for battery life. You don't think about this stuff again a lot, but actually consuming 30% less battery life for the same graphical performance is a big deal. You can play a lot more Vainglory on the go as a result.
Wow. Well, it's cool to think of where you guys are going, and obviously this is, you know, a game that is only going to keep kind of evolving over time. So what is the roadmap for Vainglory if people are jumping in now? What can we expect?
Well, the last 2 weekends saw the North American European Championships just conclude. We have an invitational tournament here at E3. But what's most interesting and most fun for us is the launch of summer season next week. We're going to have a new hero, Lyra. We're going to have a whole new progression system in the game. Lots of new cool stuff for existing and new players alike. So that's going to be the big thing for us.
All right. Well, now's the time to jump in, and we'll see you, I guess, competing online.
Yep.
All right. Going to be a good season?
We're hoping so. We've definitely been practicing really hard.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming by, stopping by. It's important for us to talk about mobile games here at E3 because it's a huge part of the industry, and we can't wait to see where Super Evil Megacorp goes next.
Wonderful.
One of the best named companies out there. Thanks, Christian. Thank you very much. All right, guys.